Whenever you're ready, Yassin. Yes, you are on mute, Yassin.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum, Sayyid. How are you
Walaikum
doing?
assalam. Ahla wa sahla, Yassin. So, Yassin is one of the brightest people I have met. He likes to talk about Flutter all the time, which is a great thing. You can see from his t-shirt and his background how much he loves Flutter. And actually, something that we missed during this event, Dash. So thank you
Yes.
for bringing it up.
He's present all the day,
It's present in our hearts
and
always.
he is enjoying.
He's enjoying it. So, Yasin, I will leave the stage to you. Can you start sharing your screen? And we will catch up after you finish your presentation.
Okay. Okay. Great. So, Yassin Saddem. I start by presenting myself. I'm software engineer, Flutter Developer at T4U Labs, co-organizer GDG Sousse Science 2016, and co-founder and co-organizer Flutter Tunisia. Thank you for, let's say, for all the watching this session to stay all the day and be present. So as we are going to talk about monetization, I think we should look to the common revenue sources and their market value and compare them. Generally, when we talk about mobile apps, business models come in mind three main revenues types. There is paid apps that you install from App Store, like Google Play Store and Apple Store. The second type of revenue that is famous is integrate in-app purchase into your application. Then people can buy products or options or work with the freemium premium model that when users pay let's say subscription every month, they get a better version with more features without ads, etc. The third type is integrate ads into your application and get returns from advertisers, not from the user itself. Okay, so this chart show the, let's say, market value of these three revenue types. In gray, it's paid apps. It start the statistics from 2018 and until the last year, and the expected market value in the future years. So we can, let's say, we can conclude that the market value of ads still very important. In seconds, there is the in-app purchase market. Also, in-app advertising is projected to grow 47%, and it's continue to grow. It's also very important to study user behavior based on other developers' experience. Users are the most important factor when it comes to app business, because at the end they are the ones spending time in the app, and they are the ones engaging with what's going on. Based on the Google App Analytics and Growth team, if we are put users in spectrum of cannot pay to has paid in an app, we will mostly like to see an average of freemium in a freemium app that only 5% of users are making an app purchase. This number might be look small in terms of percentage ways, but when we take a look at the revenues, that they drive in an app purchase revenue coming from the small percentage of user, it's actually uh, pretty significant. However, if we just focus our, let's say, uh, focus from these 5% of users who are making an app purchase into the 95 of users who might be under monetized or not monetized at all, there is a huge revenue opportunity lying with ads, because ads work in volumes. The more users are seeing impression, the more ads revenue would compound. Rather than focusing on either in-app purchase or ads, we can mix between both. It might be a good idea to combine them in an elegant way and not stop in one side. Okay, so it's simple to show ads for non-purchasers and remove them for purchasers. And we can, there is a lot of examples, for example, YouTube Premium and the free version. And this is very easy. We can use, for example, many tools like remote config, etc. So, or we can also shows to non-purchasers in smart way, not just show them ads, but also show ads in like the first 3 days of the user in the app. I don't show ads to show them how my apps without ads. Then I start after, let's say, 3 days or 1 week to integrate one type of ads, and then or one type in one screen, for example, in the home screen. And after 1 month, for example, I start showing ads in home and profile, etc. So today, for this sorry, for this session, uh, we are focusing on ads, as in-app purchase depends on app experience, and it's, let's say, easy to comparing to ads to integrate. So we are going to focus in this scenario. So when we talk about ads, it's come in mind implementing my new ads network and start winning money, and this is very simple. But actually, this is not practical, because convince advertisers is something very hard, as you are new in the market and they are searching for targeting. This is what uh, uh, people pay for digital marketing. They want that the ads go for the user that he wants. For example, I target students, so I don't want my ads to show for others and pay more. And this technology of targeting or personalized, let's say, ads, it's very hard. So this is lead us to use ready to use technology. uh, I choose as the most famous is Google Admob. Google Admob is a Google mobile app monetization platform. It helps developers earn money from their apps. Admob works by matching ads to your app based on criteria you set and based on his data. The ads are created and paid for and by advertisers who want to promote their products. How things, let's say, work with AdMob. So as app developers, you create ad space in your app. You make your app space available by creating an ad unit. In AdMob, you choose where you want the ads to appear. So then AdMob shows the highest performing ads to your users. AdMob work with its own network and third-party ad networks to ensure the high-performing ads will be shown in your app. Then fine. Sorry. Then finally, you get paid. Admob handles all the behind the scene work of billing, advertisers and networks for the ads shown in your app. Then you receive your payments. And this is how generally the process is. So to integrate AdMob into your Flutter application, you should create an AdMob account. So it's very simple. You need first your phone number, then you need to provide some banking information, sign in contracts, and so on. When the AdMob account ready, create two apps, one for iOS and one for Android, and then open your you will find an interface like this one. So there is your apps here. Choose iOS and Android and go to app settings. Let's say you will do the process 2 times. So then and copy the app ID here. You will find it in this format, CA app pub, and separated by a tilde. So every app, the Android have an app ID and the iOS have an app ID. Then for the Android part, in your Flutter project, go to manifest.xml. We all, I think, know where it is. So this is the path. Then add a new metadata tag in application. So you will need this one is static, the com.google, etc. And the copied app ID, you will put it here. This is the Android integration side. For iOS, it's the same process, but just there is an info playlist file under runner. So you will copy this key as it is. Okay, so then paste your copied app ID from the iOS app, and do not confuse. Okay, then in the Flutter side, you should add the Google Mobile Ads plugin, and uh, this is his official name. Do not use any other Google Mobile Ads plugin, because there is others, but they are not official. You may risk that your application in the future not using Google Ad Network anytime. So please use the Google Mobile Ads. And in the main function of your application, just initialize the mobile ads. This is also very simple. So then after you initialize your application, so you should think about what is the best ad format that I should integrate into my application. Flutter support 5 type of ads. We will discover them one by one. So ads format depends on your application and maybe with your experience with ads. So in some cases, some ad format are good for a scenario of an application, and it's not good for another. There is no rule, so that's why they created many ads formats. Okay, so the first type is ad format is banner ads. It's a rectangular ads that appear on the top or the bottom of your device screen. It stay on screen while you are interacting with your application and can be refreshed automatically. Uh, if you are new in mobile advertising, consider using it because it's simple to integrate, the simplest one, and it is easy to detect and everything. So the second type is interstitial ads. It's a full screen ads that covers the interface of all your app and until closed by the user. They are best used at natural pause in the flow of your application or game. here when I speak about ad formats, they are available for games and apps. Okay, whatever you develop with Flutter. So all the talk is take on consideration, let's say, both scenario. So you can, for example, between level of games, you can integrate interstitial ads, or when completing a task. There is a reward video ads that reward user for watching short videos and interacting with playable ads and survey. Uh, they are good for monetizing free-to-play games, and if you find a use case that you can integrate it in application, there is no problem. So the other type is native ads. Okay, native ads are customizable ads that match the look of your application. When you consider to use native ads, you decide to make ads look similar to your application. This does not mean you, let's say, uh, not mean that this is gonna be you are not showing the user that this is an ad, but you give the user the feeling of a premium, and this is a content in your application. It's not like any other app. So the design of the ads should be created by yourself, and it is look like your application. That's the idea. But certainly, this type of ads in Flutter, you should create ads for the Android part UI and the iOS part, and call them from Flutter. And okay, the Google Admob plugin facilitate the relation between the native and the Flutter part, but you still need to create the design using using Android native and iOS native. But the team of the plugin, they are working on a solution to make them in the future. Developer can do native ads with Flutter. Okay, so but this solution is not yet available. They are working on this feature. They work, let's say, hard, a long period of time, more than 1 year, because this feature is somewhat difficult uh, for them. So there is a new beta type still in beta. So app open ads. App open ads are a special ad format intended for publisher wishing to monetize their app load screens. App open ads, it's open when you open the application in the foreground, and shows uh, like your brand here in this part in the top, to user enable user to continue to your application. So after you decide which ad format you will choose, you can mix between them. For example, I don't know, you can use app open ads in when you open your application. Then if you has tasks like in your application, you can use, for example, the rewarded or interstitial. And in, for example, your home screen or your profile, you can use native advanced ads. You can consider this option too. After you decide, you go back for your Google Admob, and in every app, Android and iOS, we are going to do the same stuff. Admob do not support Flutter until now in his website. So you should go to the add unit tab here, and tap add unit. You find those types. I will share with you a code lab how to integrate uh, the native ads and the banner ad into our application. It's an official code lab created by the Flutter team. So and you add your add units. The add unit will be look like this, in this format, with this slash here. Every place in your application that contain ads should have his add unit. Okay, this is not required, but it's let's say an advice to know which part of your application getting you the most revenue of ads, which ads are getting you more revenues. So an ad unit, like it's the place where you will implement ads. For example, in the your home screen, you create an ad unit, and in your profile another ad unit. Even they are of the same type. Of course, if in one place you are going to integrate two types, for example, I don't know the use case, you should create two ad units in this case. As you see here, there is the ad format with every ad unit created. So you copy this ad format, ad unit. Then there is another step before start developing. So you should, in your Admob account, this advices I share with you is the most valuable thing in this presentation. So consider them, because they are the experience of a long period. Okay, so I try to share with you things that are not, let's say, easy to learn fastly. This is the point. You should read a lot to get this point. So you should go to settings, then test device, and add your device ID to consider these devices as test devices. In case you break this rule, you are risked to be banned from the ads network, and this will uh, lead you to some problems with the ad network. So after adding your app, your device in this part, another step, it's important to make ads show in your application, and with let's say good quality of ads, not any ads. Okay, so you should go to apps without choose the app this time. So there is a tab called app ads txt in your website. The website that it is in like reference in your store, Apple Store and Play Store. I will talk more in the next slide about this. So there you should create under the, for example, your website www.example.com. You should put a file in the root called app ads txt, like this, this text exactly. And after creating it, you click to the button how to set up app ads .txt, and there is this text. You should put it in the file. It is yours. I make gray here because it's depend of the account. Okay, so copy it and paste it in this route. For the Google Play, you are after signing, there is the developer website URL. Okay, you should put this file in your website that is mentioned in the developer website, not any website. For Apple App Store, there is a marketing URL when you submit your application. So you need to put this URL. There is a robot from the Admob that check this two URLs and check the app ads .txt and should find this text to verify you are, let's say, trusted. Other point, your website, if you know the Google domain, add it in the Google domain platform. I think this is the name, to verify you are the owner of this website. This part is important for ads. Okay. So then you should, after a period, let's say 1 week, you should go to this link. It's called sellers.json. What are sellers.json? They are trusted sources to publish, let's say, ads or rebuy ads. Okay, as you have a good Admob account, you should be there. How to check this? You go to this URL here. You download the sellers.json. You should find your publisher ID there. If you don't find it, try to edit here this seller's information and make your website transparent. And the part of your domain should be verified by Google in the domain platform, helps you in this part. And if your let's say publisher ID found here, you are in good path. Okay, so consider this part. Also, there is the payment and taxes information. You should, in your Admob, we continue with your Admob accounts, go to payments. You will find like this, for example, if it is activated. Then manage settings. There is an information about bank. If you don't fill it in the creation of the account, your taxes, fill all the data there, because this is also very important to Admob serve you ads. Then if you complete with a configuration and you follow the code labs that I will share with you in the end of this session, you have implemented ads. You can consider using the test ad units when you are in development process, and then add your own ad units that you are created. So another advice or another tip for today. So mediation. Mediation is an option available. You can still work with Admob as I explained, but you can increase your revenues by using mediation. What is mediation? Is a feature that let you serve ads to your app from multiple sources, including the Admob network and third-party ad networks. Uh, uh, Mediation help you maximize your fill rate and increase your monetization. How it's work? There is two algorithms, but there is one of them is let's say the present and the future. The other one, it's let's say old, and it's let's say not used very much in those days. The algorithm is bidding, the new one. So bidding, how it is working. So it sent 3 ad requests to the 3 networks you are working. The one give the most price, it show its ads. That's the idea, as this animation shows. So for Flutter, how to use a mediation. So in the website official for the mobile ads SDK in Flutter, I will share it with you too. So there is a part of here mediation. Okay, so choose your networks to add inside the Admob network. So there is every ad network supports some ad formats. They are not all supported. So be let's say concentrated where you choose your ad network to support the ad format you want. So after choosing it, click on it, and there is a step to follow. They are very simple to integrate this new network with the Admob network. Some networks need additional configuration, and you will find it also in the documentation. So when you choose your new network, consider check if it is in this list to do extra configuration. Otherwise, it will not work. So the final part of this configuration, let's say, there is a new consideration where you integrate with regions. For example, if you target European Union and UK users, you should ask users for their consent to get personalized ads. Okay, so if you serve them personalized ads without their consent, your application might be have an issue with the European Union users. Okay, so and also there is the US state regulation you should, let's say, respect, and there is some configuration for iOS users. It's called ADFA explainer to tell the iOS user that he should accept to be served, let's say, personalized ads. Okay, and as you integrate ads in your application, of course, you are considering using personalized ads. So in the AdMob account, privacy and messaging, you go to this part. Every let's say let's say every region you are considering your application is they are with use, let's say, you should create their privacy privacy form for them. Okay, so for every step is, let's say, for the European regulation I used before and the iOS. So you should click in create here or manage if you are already created, and do simple steps. For example, for European Union users, you will find this editor after after click create. Okay, you will find the one that Google implement by default, and you can edit is the style, even the text, and your ad partners also support multi-language, and publish those changes. After that, for app tracking transparency for iOS only users, this part, go to info playlist under runner in the iOS repo in your Flutter app. Then add this text to ask users for serve personalized ad in the framework. Here you should add the app tracking transparency framework too. And then if you are an iOS user, you faced this before, so allow tracking, and this is it's required by the iOS apps. Then for the others, data privacy, let's say, forms, you can use the UMP, the user messaging platform SDK, to show forms to make them consent to serve them personalized ads. For example, this one, to show it, you should let's say configure it from here, customize it from here. Then to show it to the users, you should, in the same package of Google Admob plugin that I talked on it before, the official one, you should find all these steps. You should check if consent is required. For example, if you are in Africa or in the Middle East, the GDPR form is not required. So if you are in this region, so load the form, and this code I take it from the official documentation that I will share with you. But the most important, you should consider those privacy policy terms and respect the Google Ads the Google Ads terms. If you don't do that, you are risked to your account to be banned, and you have a lot of problem. After you take consent from the user, Google Admob in Flutter, when you do an ad request, you can put here if this is ad is not personalized. By default, Google serve you a personalized ad until you say I want non-personalized ads. Okay. For example, if you for example working with child-oriented application and you don't want to show them ads, for example, so you can consider this option. If the user here not consent to not give you the consent to serve personalized ads, you should also tell in the ad request that this ad is not personalized. Finally, in Play Store, uh, we all know when we use applications that contain ads, there is in the store this part contain ads. To do that, it's very important to also to be served a good ads, okay, from AdMob. So you should go to Play Console and then Policy App, then App Content, and there is a list deal of ads. Okay, there you should uh, say that your app contain ads and save your changes. This is in this talk I tried to, let's say, share my experience in ads, because there is a lot of parameters that when you start as a beginner, you do not consider them. So this session will be recorded in YouTube. You can find it after, and uh, and that's all. I will share with you links. So consider those all those steps, please, when you use Google Admob. And I
Thank you.
want to thank Sayed, Mahmoud, Nasser, Hadi, Omar, because يعني هم اللي خلوا هذا الايفنت موجود اليوم. مشكورين. I want to thank also Barish Rinda, the lead of Google App Analytics and Growth team in the EMA region, that I attend a conference that talk, let's say, about ads, not the same topic, okay, but he helped me, and I get from him the statistics and everything. So if there is any question, I
Thank you very
finished.
much, Yassin. Thank you for joining us in this event. And thank you for this enlightenment session. It was a very great session and a very important topic, how to make money from a mobile application. So if you don't mind, we will open the door for a couple of minutes for any questions that the
Yes.
audience will have. So we will answer them. And while we wait for the questions to be received in the chat, we have a very tricky question you can ignore and you can reply to. But
Okay.
from your past experience, how much money you made out of an application?
Okay. There is okay. You win money in ads, and you consider winning money if you have, let's say, many users. consider more than 10,000 user, you start winning. Okay, there is success stories that shares from the Admob team for apps that maybe me and you don't know that win $2,000 per day from ads. Okay, only from ads. They are not very famous application, for example. Other thing, games are let's say games. The industry of game is based very much on ads. So you can win a lot of money because people pass a lot of time in a game. So you can show show them many ads. Rewarded ads, video rewarded ads are highly paid comparing to other ads formats. Okay, so you can consider this part, say.
Amazing, amazing. Um, it's one of the ways that we can make money out of applications. I agree with you. There are many probably stories on or case studies of applications growing from zero to a good amount of money. That's it. Um, there is one question from the audience. They are asking Zero Run Sports. They are asking, is true that CMP in iOS is higher than Android?
Generally, yes, and CMP depends on let's say OS, but we should ask here why iOS. In fact, it's not because it is iOS, but generally iOS users are like pay more in products and everything. They to buy an iPhone, you should have at least $800, I think. So in Android, you can buy a phone with $150. So that's why iOS is, let's say, the CMP is higher. For example, the CMP in, for example, USA, Canada, comparing to Europe is not the same. The region depends also. For example, if your application targets Africa, the CMP will be less. This is rules depends on how much the chance of the user that sees that ad will buy that product. Okay, this is the rule. That's why iOS are more paid.
Thank you very much,
I wish
Yasin,
that I
for answering.
answer the question.
Yeah, thank you very much for answering this question. And before we move on to our next speaker, Raouf, who will be taking us into the world of shaders, you can say. And I have a question for you also, another question, if you don't mind.
Yes,
What
yes,
would be
sure.
a good advice for someone who wants to take a mobile application development as a career in his life? I know, Yasin, you have a great amount of experience developing mobile applications, leading teams into building applications who are, let's say, startups or new ideas. So, what would be the number one idea on top of your head that you can share it with the audience? And yeah, something that is very crucial when you start building mobile application.
Okay. It first you should choose a project to work on. So uh, a startup, for example, you have an idea to do, okay, or I don't know, let's say even a side project. This is the first step, and then uh, think about which technology make me develop this application faster. Okay, because this will give you motivation first, and this will and motivation will make you learn more technologies. Okay. For example, you can consider Flutter. It's good because Flutter, let's say, syntax is very clear. It's easy. Okay, and you can consider other options. You can start by Flutter, and if you, let's say, need another technology, for example, inside with Flutter, let's say Android native, you learn it. Okay, a Flutter is a good option. Why? It's not because I like Flutter, say it, but Flutter enable us to create apps in many platforms, and this is good for if you consider creating your own startup. So I think that's the idea. Don't my advice, Flutter is good, but start by learning Dart. You should have a solid OOP understanding, of course, and then you can start by Flutter, because Flutter today is very mature. Maybe this advice is not in 2090, but today Flutter is stable, so you can consider as an option. Also, other one, Jetpack Compose is good. Also, you can learn and start with it. And web technology also are a good option to anyone want to start.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much, Yassin, for this advice. Before we move to the next speaker, I would like to remind everyone that we have a feedback link pinned in the chat. Please add your feedbacks. It will be very helpful for us to know in the future events. And thank you, Yassin, for this amazing session.
Welcome.
We would love to have you in the future also, in future sessions.
Yes, of course.
And any closing remarks you want to share with us?
Thank you for all the events, Said, for the idea, and thank you again for Mahmoud, for Omar, for Nasser, كل الشباب كلهم. يعني بكم انتم اليوم الايفنت صار حاضر، وما زلنا one last session that I will follow with you because it is very important.
Thank you very much, Altan, and thank you for everyone who attended these sessions. We've been live since 12:30 Bahrain time, Saudi time also. It was a long session. It was a long event, but very, very interesting. We are very proud of every single speaker, what have been provided, and all the content that they have created. We don't want to keep you longer, but we want to say goodbye to Yassin and welcome Raouf to the stage.